I'm a 29 years old guy and started seeing a woman, 30 years old. About 2.5 months ago, after our initial dates, she told me that she was looking for a serious relationship, which wasn't what I was looking for. And I didn't see myself in a relationship with her. I wasn't very direct at first, and I was somewhat needy at the time, so we continued seeing each other. After a while, she confronted me, and I was honest about it. We decided to stop seeing each other. That didn't last long, and shortly after, she said she was willing to have something more casual, so we got back together. However, over time, there was increasing pressure for things to get more serious, and she even said she was in love. We reached the same impasse again, and we broke up once more. This time, in the following days, I felt her absence and was very confused. On impulse and with her insistence, I ended up getting back together with her, and I find myself in the same situation again. Now, as I try to process all of this, I've realized that deep down, I didn't want a relationship with her because I have the feeling that I could find someone who's a better fit, whether in terms of looks, intellect, or common interests. Despite her being very understanding, nice to me, and doing everything to make it work, I feel terrible, even though I've always been honest about what I was looking for. So let me ask you, am I the jerk for thinking that I deserve something better?
Hello, Sai here. It's funny how people even have doubts that their behavior is being shitty at best. Of course you are the jerk here. You were playing her.
I wasn't very direct at first, and I was somewhat needy at the time.
And now that she's totally into you, you want to play innocent and act like you don't know what to do.
On impulse, I ended up getting back together.
Are you sure you are not in love too? And just don't want to admit it?
I didn't want a relationship with her because I have the feeling that I could find someone who's a better fit.
What do you mean by getting something better? This is not a job opportunity. She's not an ugly onion in the grocery store that you can disregard and search for a better one. Are you just toying with her until you find an international model willing to date you? Keep dreaming. I'm getting heated. Let's see some comments.
Pro, you deserve whatever you want, but not with this behavior. From the beginning, you knew the girl was starting to like you, and according to your account, you're taking advantage of her, while you look for someone prettier, smarter, and that you like more. Actually, with these ideas of yours, she deserves something better. Want some real advice? Pay attention while she still likes you, because at some point you will realize that someone who wants to be by your side and does everything for it is worth much more than all the adjectives you want together, and it will be too late.
Most people don't understand that. They want a girl because she's beautiful, but forget that the best relationship is when you have a partner. But what can I say? Each to their own choices.
Stop deceiving the girl and stop deceiving yourself. If you miss her, it's because you have feelings for her. But if you think you can get something better, then you're the jerk for getting in the way of her life. I don't know why you men are so afraid of being in a relationship.
He doesn't necessarily have feelings for her. He might miss her simply due to a sense of loneliness.
In my defense, I didn't deceive her. At one point, she agreed to have something non-committed, but it gradually evolved into a relationship. I may have held her life back, but I was never insincere.
Deception isn't just about what you say up. If you say you don't want a relationship and yet your actions indicate that you have feelings, if you pursue her when you're feeling lonely, and if you string her along knowing that she has feelings, that's also deceiving. When our words don't match our actions, we can't escape responsibility for the confusion and emotional turmoil we cause in others.
I think I didn't make it clear enough in the post how much she insisted on continuing even when I said I didn't want anything serious and didn't want to hurt her. I've always been honest. She said she was willing to take the risk. Yes, I could have ended it sooner, but it wasn't easy.
Yes, my friend. She's not a poor victim of you either. Both of you are probably making mistakes.
You, with this talk of getting something better. Something? What a terrible way to refer to someone. She, by attempting to manipulate by saying she accepts something more casual to maintain contact, and then pressuring to change the situation.
It really was a rude way to put it.
Most people agreed that he was a jerk, but those who were on his side decided to blame the victim, suggesting that she's responsible for her situation. There is a thing called emotional responsibility. If she said that she is in love with him, and he not only didn't feel the same, but is not willing to engage in a serious relationship, he's responsible for putting an end to this. Avoiding this responsibility not only prolongs his emotional distress, but can also lead to misunderstandings and hurt feelings on both sides. But of course, it is easier to blame the victim